What did you guys vote for your bias? Let me see. Chat. Oh, I'm pretty neutral today, and that kind of sucks because CPI is like my favorite day. So I'd rather come in with a bias, a clear bias, and be like, I'm looking for this, and that, rather than, you know, I'm gonna wait to see what it gives me. So, see what you guys voted. Voted 43 bullish, 43%. Bearish, 43%. Neutral, 14%. Literally 50-50 on the bullish and the bearishness, split down the middle. Wow. Cool. Crazy. That's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. All right. Let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just can't refuse it. Yesterday I ate some beef for the first time in like a week. Some filet mignon, like a lean steak, so that I could get used to it again. Because tomorrow I'm having my birthday party at Korean steakhouse. And I need to get my body used to it again. Okay, let's see what happens here. We're at the midnight open for NASDAQ.
All right, cool. 9:45. We have some news coming in at 10 a.m. So let's see if that ends up giving price a little bit more urgency. Right now, we got a ton of accumulation. We got these data highs I should mark out actually. Data highs over here. All right, and then you have a bunch of accumulation, but realistically, you just want to wait for price to start giving you some structure, right? You see the markets are all over. You got YM bleeding, taking out all sell side, all overnight liquidities being swept on YM. And then over here, you got NASDAQ and ES going different directions as well. So there's really no reason to be trading this right now, right? You can understand that the market is waiting for something to happen before it can start to align and get in sync, right? So as we wait here, we'll figure out where price is truly drawing. Are we going to push higher? If we go to the daily, we have some highs over here to our left. That price could want to sweep. Or are we going to pull back lower, start taking out that previous daily low? We will find out shortly. Hopefully the volume is strong today. Would hate for today to be a choppy Friday, but we'll be on the lookout for signs of speed before we get involved. We got CPI today. And the data came back lower than expected, but higher than previous. So that can be taken a couple different ways, a few different ways. Either the market tries to move higher off the idea that CPI inflation is lower than expected, or the market could sell off understanding that CPI has risen since last month, right? So we'll see, man. It's starting to look like we will go higher. When you look at all three assets, you ask yourself, what is happening, right? We're seeing YM do the dirty work. YM overextends to the downside, sweeping out sell side. And then you look over here, you see these two aren't even interested in sell side, right? Also, they're not interested in buy side either. Price is simply accumulating here, telling me that YM is probably doing all the dirty work. And we typically see that, that SMT manipulation move right after 9:30. So we'll probably end up going bullish. We'll see how 10 a.m. responds. So I'll put that note here, waiting for 10 a.m. structure to show. All right, that'll keep us busy. See what price has to offer here as 10 a.m. approaches. 9:35. 9:35. Yeah, it's just a bunch of chop right now. I don't want to take this into account just yet. I can't do that. All right, cool. So from what I can see, I like the fact that we're respecting this midnight area here so far. And then you get that overextension lower from YM telling me YM's doing the dirty work lower. And now you're starting to see a quick recovery. All right. So if we can start flipping across the board, that would be pretty solid. But if you notice, let's go look at gold and oil from the overnight session. Gold accumulates lower overnight, oil accumulates higher. Okay, that's pretty solid. Look at that break lower on the London close. And then at the London close, we get a push higher. So that's pretty solid. And then if you notice, we take out London's high here. We take out London's low here. Yet we continue trading the same direction. After pulling back a few times, failing to go lower. Over here, we took out this London low. We've pulled back a few times, and now here we are pushing back into a massive level of resistance. All right. And you see price holding that resistance. This could be a sell signal over here. So it looks solid right now, but you just have to let price finish manipulating here. So we'll get to see if price is truly going to flip bullish here. I'm leaning more to the upside for sure now. I love how midnight price is being respected here. Beautiful rejection off of midnight. Same over here. Lots of rejection off of it. And then you see YM climbing. Let's see if we can flip this 10 a.m. candle. That'll be the start for me. a nice flip of 10 a.m. and then start to flip through these down close candles over here on YM. Start putting that together. I think price is going to go higher. Let's see if we can get above this candle here. 10 a.m. Also the candle above it. Either one of them. They're pretty close on ES here. So far, it's not gonna lie, the volume has been trash so far this session. There we go. Come on, pick it up. You can do it. Let's pretend like you have somewhere to be. CPI day. Let's go. Volume should be excellent today. So notice, you know what I mean? Like there's no real clean move lower yet. It's like price is trying to go lower, but you don't see a dominant move lower. You see a lot of wicks. And you see majority of these timestamps in here. Midnight price, 10 p.m. Previous daily levels. They're the ones that are holding up the best here. So I really, like I mentioned, I really don't think we go lower. Unless we see some aggressive moves to the downside. So yeah, that's the game here. I'm going to sit back, relax, wait for that. Eventually make some food. I never eat before getting on. I mean, I don't like eating early, so. We'll see what happens here. All the news is pretty much done for today. Unless something random pops up. Yeah, you can almost consider this a buy, right? What is 10 a.m. offer? Power of 3 drives lower. 10 a.m. drives lower. Ends up closing bullish. 10:05, pulling back, filling in this 5-minute candle. You should see price start to climb here. Nice. So you should start to see that exhaustion on YM, right? While these others pretend to be bearish. Start to see that exhaustion on YM. As you can see, we're nowhere near these lows. We're just pulling back to retest this 10 a.m. area here. If you see a strong reaction out of here, this is going to be textbook for buying. None of these charts are really convincing me that it really wants lower at the current price action, I should say. We'll see what happens over the next 15, 20 minutes. There goes that rejection. 1 second. There it is, right? You see how price is super simple. Super simple. The hard part is when price just does random blast. Like if it just blast off here, then that kind of sucks because there's nothing I can do to get involved. But this candle's about to close, so I'm gonna start looking for plays. We ended up closing through all of these candles over here on ES. So ES is a lot stronger. All right, so I'm gonna start looking for this play. Excuse me. Let's see what happens here. We closed through that. Beautiful. All right. 10-10 is the move. I like this move simply because price has offered a beautiful SMT off of that previous daily level here. Did we sweep this low? No, we didn't. What did we sweep over here that was not swept? All right, so this down close candle right here gets swept. This down close candle does not. Either way, there's YM SMT. So this SMT is pretty weak. They don't really offer a deep drive, but YM gave us that dirty work. So I'm looking for price to start expanding here from 10.10 to 10.15. Let's see. 10.10, 10.15. All right, yeah, so we're gonna need a pullback and then a 1 minute order block. As you can see, there's no 1 minute structure at all. It's just a series of bullish candles. If I'm looking for a retest, it would be down here. All right, if I'm looking for a down close candle to be retested, it would be down here. There's none in here. At least on the 1 minute, maybe on the 30-second, but I can't see that. So here we go. Same thing here. We drive lower at 10.05, 10.10, we flip. Don't even need to get way up there. We flip this candle here, which is more than enough. And then we're looking for that pullback, 10.10 to 10.15. Yeah, it's the same thing. You just want to see price tap into here. And then from there, you'll get an idea of whether price wants to go higher or what. Or price will create a new change in the state that I'll look to use. Like if price starts flipping this down close candle, then I'll highlight that candle for a break and retest. Definitely plan on trading ES. Oh yeah, we start closing through here. I might trade YM. I may have to trade YM. Yeah, this is getting a little bit too obvious here. Let's see if we can get this flip though. Don't want to be too early. Notice we drew this trade up before it even started the show, right? And that's the power of 3, right? The power of 3 gives you the protocol, and all you have to do is wait for price action to start falling right into protocol. All right, so let me get ready myself here, sign into my accounts. All right, and we are ready to go. We start flipping this candle. It's pretty much go time. 21 seconds left. Looks like it will. Let's give it some time here. What do you notice? We're back above 10 a.m. We try to get up under it, fail, tap into that 930, showing you that price is climbing here for the most part. Just looking for that breakthrough here so I know that price is done pulling back. All right, YM. Gold breaking out. Yeah, we're chilling. Oil tapping midnight. There's a lot down here that oil could reach for a previous week low. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see, because if and just get off that 1 minute so that we don't fall for the trap. This price could still go lower. I don't think it will, but you gotta let that possibility eliminate itself. All right. Did we break that candle yet? Nope. I would love to see it pull back down deeper into here, especially on YM, right? We see YM was a lot weaker to begin. So if we can get YM to drive into here, that would be nice. That would be pretty solid. That eliminates, that potential drawdown, right? If price is bullish and we can get a clean retest and buy it down here, that eliminates a lot of drawdown if you buy it up here compared to if you bought it up here. Still within this range on NASDAQ. It's looking like it might want to, but it's like, come on. Don't make it don't make it hard to see. Make it very clear and obvious that you're breaking this level here. I'm gonna watch the 2-minute chart to get a better read on this breakout, to avoid a fake out, because market will close above this yellow zone and then slam right back into it on the 1 minute chart. Seen it way too many times. Stupid. But on that 2 minute or 3 minute, you give yourself a little bit less room for that fake out. I love this order block here, right? This is the only down close candle that drives into 10 a.m. You get a beautiful reaction off of it, but it only tapped into this area one time. So I'm like, all right, we get our break of structure. Let's get a manipulation drive back into here. Show us that this is where price is going to find support again. And then you can catch that rocket ship move back up. Or it'll break out, like, you know, it'll break out from here and then it'll use this area. So it's not, you know, it's not really hard to see when it happens, but the question is, how long is it going to take for it to happen? Let me type this up. We're probably going to go ES long, depending on this pullback, how the pullback looks. There we go. Let's get that drive. Looking for a solid drive down into here. EMA may be a factor here, right? If it is, it'll be obvious. There we go. Looks like we're probably going to break out here soon. And I think I want to trade the one that breaks out first. Yeah. I would lean more towards the one that breaks out first here. No, come on, bro. That's so weird, right? You see how ES made an effort to stay within this yellow box while NASDAQ just broke it? That right there already tells me something's up. We have 6 minutes until the next 30-minute candle. So if we look at the 30-minute chart, we could probably draw up what's about to happen here. You're seeing this candle right here close bullish in 5 minutes. So with this being the 10 a.m. candle, that's the first 30 minutes of 10 a.m. We could see this candle close bullish, and then you get like a drive back into this candle range, something that was printed, retest some sort of order block or whatever. After 10:30, opens a new candle, put in that wick, and then you get that continuation. All right. So that's essentially what I would be expecting here. Same thing here. If we can start breaking out, we got a nice drive lower here. And we do have SMT off of these lows for the most part. But a nice drive lower, bullish candle, pull back into that bullish candle, and then continue on towards new high of day. I think I want to buy ES, bro. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get this close. The key to this equation is going to be YM. Notice YM was the reason why price wasn't able to take off earlier. We had a nice deep drive on YM, preventing the others from blasting off. All right, but you can see that these are eager to go higher. All right, I'm going to wait for YM to confirm it once higher by breaking or holding one of these levels before I even think about it. because you're going to get a drastic pullback if YM can't break out right now. We see finally, all right, cool. We see ES and we see NASDAQ breakout. All right. Still got that data high. But if YM's not ready to break out, I guarantee you these are going to pull back. And it could be an aggressive pullback. So you don't really want to force that here. But you do get this green light here. I'll highlight this. This is a green move here. This is bullish. This breakout right here is what I want to see. Simply waiting for YM to offer the same type of delivery here, because price could easily just drive back into 10 a.m. one more time before going higher. Just know you don't have to feel late to the party. If YM's not going yet, you're not late. You're probably early if YM's not there yet, or if YM's not on the way there. You're probably early. I don't see these getting too much lower though, so I can draw up a trade. I would probably enter somewhere around here with a stop underneath. Oh yeah, 9:30. Yeah, stop underneath 9:30. Where's 10 a.m. or 10 a.m.? Nah, that's deep. I would say like 7 points. Yeah, 7 point stop, and then target those data highs. Well, actually, I can go bigger stop because that's pretty much my target would be 1.5 R. So yeah, about 8 points on the stop. Create limit order. How many contracts would that be for? 28. All right. And there goes that speed. Starting to show again here. And then if I go and I'm doing a 500, I'll go 9 contracts. This is a clean setup here. So yeah, I'm looking at a 9 contracts, 8 point stop, 12 point target. Entry price ideally would be 68, 78. Yeah, you can see it. YM should be breaking out also. Yeah, it's time. It's go time. It is go time, my friends. And this is only a $350 stop. If I do 9, so I need to go 10. Oh, I'm tripping. 11, 12. Yeah, I'm going 13. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at my profit as my stop, but my stop loss is down here. All right, yeah, let's see if we get a pullback. If not, I'm buying this. And that's going to be a... All right, yeah, let me get in there.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, YM should be picking up speed here. All right, yeah, YM breaks out. All right, I would say that this is a buy signal here on YM. You really don't want to buy YM because it's a lot weaker. It is subject to aggressive pullbacks, right? So that's why I'm going with ES here instead. And I'm looking for that data high. Stop losses in. All right, I did about, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, about $500 on this trade. Looking for data highs. Elijah, get down. All right, so the way price was moving before NASDAQ took out this high says a lot, right? So you don't want to see price spend too much time rejecting right now, or that's going to be a red flag, as if the others won't reach this high. right? You have to consider that. And it's important for price to show more urgency here. Now that we've seen a pullback, we have some volume imbalances here. You don't want to see price disrespect any of it, because if it does, that opens the door for a massive sell-off. A lot of people are going to be buying here, seeing that this is stronger than the others. So you need to see a quick correction, or I'm going to have to cut this. Yeah, I don't think I want this, bro. Way too much rejection after that high was taken. And it sucks. This is the type of stuff that makes trading tough. Price literally could slam here, or it could catch up. And you want to see a catch up type of reaction here, not a build bearish order blocks, respect bearish order blocks, right? Close through bullish candles. You don't want to see that. So far, we aren't closing through anything bullish, but it's about that time for some sort of push here. If it fails again, that's probably going to be the start of a reversal. A strong reversal like that. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, there may be no reason to hold this. Let's see. 30 seconds left. Come on, bro. I want to see how this candle closes. Yeah, and that's going to close in 18 seconds. Way too much bearishness for me.
Order filled.
Yeah. Go ahead and let's see what this candle does here. See how it closes. You get that pop, right? So if this candle can't continue, it's almost begging you to buy it right now, and it's not going anywhere. As if it knows it wants to scam you. All right. So let's see if we get this closure. Super strange how price is being so slow right here. It's almost concerning, right?
Order filled.
All right, there we go. That's what you want to see. 50 seconds left. Let's get a nice strong close, and that's gonna give me what I want to see here. Respecting this zone. Tap into this fair value gap here. Tap into this down close candle right here. Showing some strength. You just need a strong close before you can truly believe this. And there goes more irky jerky right as the candle is about to close. Yeah, this might be dead. It's so strange what it's doing right now. Let's see how it closes. Still closing above, but now you're starting to see, nah. Yeah, let me go ahead and just kill this. Let me get a decent exit here. I think 130 is probably gonna be the best I get, bro. Did YM close through it? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta see some bullishness literally right now. Otherwise, just cut it. Yeah, let me get out of here. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Order filled.
I'm out of that until I see some life here. Take another uppercut. We did close through this level here. This could literally be the start of nothing but sell pressure. way too obvious. Like once price takes that high, it becomes a scam, bro. And it's tough because it could just be a delayed buy, bro, and I'm probably gonna miss it. But I have to protect my capital now that NASDAQ wants to take this high here and start acting strange. We closed through this up close candle. Notice the rejection off of it, right? The moment we close through it, you get a nice push into it in a massive wick. I can't ignore that, especially knowing what I know about trading. We got SMT out the high. We got to close through here. Only thing I would say is the EMA is bullish. The EMA is bullish, so no, buddy. Stop. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I want this, bro. The fact that we take this high is so lame, bro. And here goes the selling pressure for no reason, bro. And I kind of want to short it, but I still don't believe we're actually short bias just yet. Let's see, right? Let's say we have this. Boom. You close through it. Do we have any change in the states yet? Nah. I would wait, yeah. I would need to see price get up under this last bullish candle here. Because the sell-off makes sense. I expect a pullback, not at this high is taken, but that doesn't mean that we're going to just go completely bearish. Oh, and there it is. There it is. There it is. You see how scamming this is, kid? And this almost confirms that it's not bearish. That was way too quick. And I'm mad I didn't short it. It's so lame. If we close through it, then I believe it. If it's 5-minute wicks, I'm going to start buying like a madman here in a second. But was that news? That's the first thing I need to double check here. Was that an important news? Yeah, see? This is why you got to pay attention to the red flags, bro. Straight scam activity. Yeah. Now, if we start, but look at it, right? What is there to really trade off on the 5-minute? Nothing. All of this is very bullish territory. All we're doing is tapping into this original area of interest. If we fail to close through here, look at it. Look at it. This original area of interest. We tap right back into it. I wanted to see a breakout here, and then I wanted to see YM tap back into here. All right, so what just happened? That's exactly what just happened. We get the drive back into this area here, and price doesn't even hold in here long at all. I think it's about to rip. Depending on how this 5-minute closes, let me take that back. I want to see wicks out of this area on the 5-minute. I can delete the upper area. All right, so we had, boom, yep, pull back. Close through it. Pull back into the zone, close through it right here, yeah. Close through it, pull back into it, close through it. I guess you could say, bro, if you're arguing for the buy, yeah, you could say that, bro. Close through it, pull back into it, close through it. Yeah, we're still in the bullish cycle here. I don't really acknowledge this short unless we break this. If we hold this, I like the buys again. Why is that, right? We closed through here, but notice we hadn't retested this level yet on ES. Now we're simply retesting it. Yeah, we're chilling, kid. I like the buys. I'm just gonna wait on them. It's about to rip. That drive right there lets you know that the volume is about to spike. And we had 10 a.m. pull back, close through it at 10. There it is. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. If I'm looking at 9, 10, so you got this candle, green, and then you have this candle, green, but the one that matters the most is the one that matches, right? So we had 10:05, 9:50. 10:05 is the one. Yeah, 10:05 is the one, not 9:50, 10:05. So 10:05 is here. We close through it, pull back. Boom. There goes your level here. That's your green. Oh, my bad. That's your strike zone there. Make that green. Cool. 10:25 is when that one was confirmed. But notice when we close through, pull back, close through here, did we tap into anything on this pullback, bro? I don't think we did, bro. If we did, that kind of changes everything, but I think we did. Yeah, we did. We did tap into it just a bit, but nothing down here. So if we're just watching down here, now we get to know, is it going to be bullish or bearish? If this fails, I'm going to short it. It's going to be obviously bearish, right? If this can't go bullish right now, I like the shorts. But if we start closing through these candles, then I'm going to look for the buy. And then vice versa, right? We have, this would be your premature short idea. It would be a push, a closure through here, a tap into that red zone. You see the rejection out of it. You see the rejection out of it. So you know, just read price's reaction. That way you're not guessing. You see closure through, tap into, what time was that candle? Was that 10:25? 10:25, you see closure through. This looks bearish. Everything is in sync here. Close through, tap into it. And if we start closing through things like this candle close, things like 10 a.m. price, start getting underneath there, you just target the lows. It's going to take them out before it goes higher. So with this, in this drive, I want to see price start to flip here. We fail to flip and we start flipping bearish. This is a good spot for me to look for a short. But notice the rejection points, right? 10 a.m. is holding up. 10 a.m. is holding up here. So you really want to see a strong move higher if we're bullish right now off of this level. If not, then it's not going higher. And there it is. 23 seconds left. YM, remember, YM is the weaker one. YM is giving you the clues. We had a massive SMT off these highs here. And the SMT reaction is really what did it for me. I was bullish until I saw how price responded up here. And we're about to close. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start shorting on ES. If we get this pullback, I'm going to go short off of this candle here. What time was that? 10:45. 10:45 and then 10:45. Or actually, I should short YM. I'm tripping. I'm shorting YM, guys. That's the best one to short here. 40, 45. All right, yeah. So I'm looking for a pullback into something up here. That'll be my area. I want to pull back into there. If it doesn't pull back into there on YM, I want to pull back into there on ES. We have 45 to 50. Nice. There it is. Yeah. Give me a pullback into here. None of this should be invalidated, right? So if this is truly bearish, you're going to see this hold up very strongly. If it's not bearish, we're going to see it get ripped through, and that's going to be my cue to just play the buys only. That'll be my cue. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. This is perfect, bro, because if this fails, I know exactly what to do. 10 a.m. is holding up. It'll be similar to the buys from the other day. You got a clean short setup, but price hit 930 yesterday or whatever price it was, and it just was not able to go lower. And it was obvious, and that's why I got out, right? We got out because price was pretending to be bearish. I can't even say pretending. It was only bearish for like a few points. It went down, tapped what it wanted to tap into. Like, for example, we could have been bearish here just to tap into midnight price. And then once it hit what it wanted to hit, it started to destroy these golden levels here. And once it breaks them, I will be looking to flip my bias if it breaks them, right? Because then that'll start confirming. Look at the green line here, right? This green line here is essentially what I'm looking for buys. We start breaking that order block. That tells me this was just a short-term short. I want higher. All right. YM should be tapping into this yellow zone as well. Indeed. Look at it reach. Look at it reach. This is tough because it could be a buy or this could be a short. And if I'm short, I want to short YM. If I'm buying, I want to buy ES. So we're chilling here. We're getting another spike. Let's see if it closes, though. If this starts closing through, this is so bullish. Oh, yeah. Look at where it's doing all this at, right? All right, yeah, let's draw up this short real quick, man. I want shorts underneath here. YM is pretty much already giving it to you. We tap into here. Yeah, let's get a close underneath here. Underneath 10 a.m. And I am so short, 60 point stop. And I'm looking for these levels down here. That'll be perfect. Yeah, nice close down in here. 48, 241.
Order filled.
So I'm short there with 248, 240. $48, 240. Oh no, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. I need that to close underneath 10 a.m., bro. Otherwise, I don't even want this, kid. Oh, no, bro. Why is it so irky around here, bro? Mr. Irky. Don't do that, kid. Watch it do it. Watch it do it, bro. Bro, don't do that, kid. Like, it really just did that just to get me in that short, bro. No way it's about to go back above the EMA, do everything it's not supposed to be doing. No way. Bro, no way. that kind of throws me, to be real. There's no way it's about to do this. I think maybe it's just okay, you have a new candle about to open. There's no way, bro. That's an aggressive move for no reason right now. And it didn't close underneath 10. That's the scary part right now. Yeah, it's about to rip, bro. This is unbelievable, bro. I gotta cut that. Get me out of that, bro. This is unbelievable, bro. I wanted it to tap into here and just to close underneath 10 a.m. It did not close. I got in like 40 seconds too early, so I have to take that paper cut here because it could literally, and it is. Bro, what is it doing, kid? Yeah, this is bullish. That reaction right there was the final. Oh my goodness. Just waiting for YM to break out now. Once YM breaks, I'll be buying ES. Oh my goodness. Especially after that nasty wick we saw, this should run. But YM is not moving. I'm not getting in until YM breaks out of this yellow zone as well. And then hopefully we can catch a massive trade here. It should be pretty massive. This accumulation is atrocious. So once it breaks, it should explode here. 57 seconds. If this keeps playing back and forth with this range, I need this candle to close strong here on ES. Wow, bro, this is insane, bro. If this ends up bearish,
Order filled.
this is insane, bro. This is insane, bro. If this ends up shorting, YM chilling. YM chilling right now. I don't even know if I want to trade this, bro. It's playing too many games that literally the only areas that I'm watching, I'm not watching anything else. I'm watching this 2-minute range here, which is essentially this 1 minute up close candle right here. This is where price tried to go lower. You get comfortable above here. This is a market structure shift from a very key area after manipulating, after tons of accumulation, strong SMT. You got to respect this buy more than the short. And all right, there we go. All right, I'll take that. YM should be picking up speed here shortly. So that's what I'll wait for. I'll laugh if this ends up still being bearish. Oh my goodness. That would be infuriating because YM was the one I wanted. It just would not close underneath here, bro. And now that it failed to close underneath here, and you see that we went back and broke the upper level, now that's telling me, oh yeah, definitely step back on the shorts. If they do short, it's going to be an ugly short. It's not really a transparent short. And wow, here we go, bro. No way. I feel like it's going to fake us out and go back higher though. I feel like this initial move right here was the warning sign that it wasn't bearish. I don't think it would have done all of that. Maybe a push up and a wick and a sweep, like over here, a wick and a sweep. It's crazy because it's not really that bullish yet on ES. NASDAQ broke it with 2 different candles. ES. All right, so here, let's do it this way. Let's look at ES from a straight up standpoint here. We've failed to retest this area until now, right? Which is that 10 a.m. candle. 10 a.m. candle. Yeah, so NASDAQ tested it. ES didn't. Let's zoom in here. If ES tells me to buy this, I'm going to buy it. All right, so we have everything else looking pretty bullish. We see 10 a.m. gets flipped. We fail to retest it until here. Once we broke this candle right here, we see that this was at 10.55. So if I'm bullish, I'm looking inside of this candle for a reason to buy. 10.55, we see, oh, that's what it was, yeah. So we had at 10.55, we didn't have any bearish candles here. Same thing here. No bearish candles. So now, yeah, it's giving you the same protocol. Now you're getting bearish structure. It has to break these. Which should be, yeah, it has to break here. Has to break that. Otherwise, it's not bullish. A 2-minute bearish range here. Let's outline this red or something. But as long as we're within that, and then you see YM over here still bearish. Yeah, we get a strong break here. I'm going to short. Ooh, I'm going to short. Because YM is giving you the answer. It's just, when are they going to agree? Right now, they don't agree yet. I still don't think we're bearish until we get a closure underneath here. And even still, that's going to be a tough short, bro. This area is extremely bullish. I just want YM to agree on the buys, bro. That'll make it a lot easier for me. I don't think I can short these. The buys, though, if I get all 3 to agree on this buy, that would be fire. That's crazy. Hold on, bro. This little kid. All right, man. So yeah, I think when I look at it, I just got to go with the buys. So if I can just wait for either complete destruction of this area to eliminate the buys, or just wait for YM to agree and start closing back above these down close candles, which I've seen this before. That's why I'm not giving up on the buys just yet. You just have to wait for YM, because once YM breaks out, you see high probability that we continue. But if we start slowly breaking here and failing, I would want to see this area just get completely destroyed. Honestly, this timestamp here, 10 a.m. and this session low here, we get underneath here with some strong closures, then I'll be bearish, right? But right now, I think it's just still bullish. And it's 11 o'clock, right? So we're not out of it. You know what I mean? It's not like 2 p.m. or something. It's still 11 a.m. Price still has a lot of work that could be done here. And I love how the bullish structure is holding. We just tap into here. This is a strong move out of this zone here. A beautiful move. And now I'm just looking for YM to agree here and close through. Let's check the 5-minute. Yeah, we need to start closing through these previous rejection sites. We're chilling, man. It's like watching paint dry at this point. We have a feeling what color it's going to be when it dries, but we just have to wait a little longer before. All right, here we go. Come on. Strong close here. I'm getting in on the pullback. 2 minutes. 1 minute left in this candle. And let me start drawing up ES here. You get that buy there. All right. You want to get underneath something like this, like an 8-point stop. A 7.5 or something like. Oh, we got a long way to go. I'm okay with the 8-point stop. Yeah. Price has a long way to go before that high. So yeah, 8-point stop there. Yeah, that's fine by me. 68.77. And YM still waiting on that close. So we're chilling. We're chilling. I do not want to rush into this, right? I just want to get in at a pullback. Once YM breaks, which it should in the next at least 3 minutes, right? If this candle doesn't close through this gray box here, so I have the yellow box, and then I have the green. This gray box is what I'm watching here. Erase that. This candle high, right? We saw price try to bounce already. We need a closure through this most recent high volume candle. A nice strong closure through it tells me that the volume is still bullish, especially after seeing another rejection from 10 a.m., right? We've seen this level reject multiple times already. And then once we get that closure, we should see a quick pullback for an entry. So I'll probably enter around here. I hope it's not pulling back right now. It might be pulling back. 68.76. How many contracts would this be? I think it was 12. 13. 13 contracts, 8-point stop. All right, cool. I'll do 12 contracts and do like 8.5 points. Because there's, like I said, there's a lot of room for upside. So just pick a safe stop so I don't have to bother my trade once I jump in. That's it. 12, 877. 12. There goes YM. We just got a pullback. I'm going to try that there. 24.
Order filled.
Stop.
Order filled.
So the tough part here is going to be the same process. Price is going to take this high and it's going to dump back down again. Dang, that's tough, bro. But if we're lucky, this is where you see that skyrocket. Well, yeah, it's really no point even watching this, bro. I feel like my stop is in a good spot. I just hate that we keep taking out highs on NASDAQ because you know what's going to happen after the high gets hit. It's going to bleed back. How far back did we bleed on this one? We had a move up, pull back to 62% for that move up. And then here, 62% would be way down here, but our stop is underneath 78. So should be able to survive a 62% pullback. Unfortunately, today looks like that type of day. And because it's CPI, it's almost guaranteed we're about to see some of the weirdest pullbacks, bro. Here they go, bro. It's almost too predictable. So let me just walk away. If I take a loss, I feel like I just got to take it, but I can't watch this. It's like watching a movie that starts to get good and then it just gets completely terrible for an hour. And then right when it starts to get good again, you see another sequence of just trash. I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch this anymore. Even though it might end up being a really good movie, it could end up being a very bad movie or it stops you out. The good movie is when, you know, you have all this intense action and suspense in your movie. Yeah, at the end of the movie, you still hit TP. That's a good movie. That's probably a really good movie. You know, it made you sweat a little bit. But any ending where the stop loss is hit, the movie was trash. I went through all of that just for a stop out. But this is what you want to see, bro. You want to see price attempt to go lower and immediately fail and make new highs. Notice we didn't do that over here. Last time we took this high and immediately started making lows. So that's a good sign. However, let's see if we're looking at this. Let's look at some Fibonacci standard deviations just to get a better idea of things here. So if this was manipulation, which it proved to be, a drive down, previous daily high gets hit, break structure, retest, break structure again, we should at least see 0.5 on the standard deviation. With this type of manipulation, you should expect delivery to hit at least 0.5 or 1. And then you have that 2.5, which is also a factor for major moves. Like if this is a major swing, yeah. But if it's just a short-term delivery here, I'm expecting that. Same thing over here. We had this drive lower. So if I go from here to here, 0.5 would be right above this data high. All right, so with YM doing exactly what we would anticipate, breaking out and pulling back because YM is the weaker one, you want to see price just start closing through previous candles now. Notice we're still in this, bro. This is crazy. YM is still bearish on the 5-minute chart. Oh my goodness. All right, look at it. We closed through this up close candle, pushed up, closed through. Oh my goodness, bro. This might still be bearish. I don't know. I have to bank on the buys because I feel like we're just one step ahead of the 5-minute. Even though the 5-minute looks bearish right now, the moment we close through this zone on the 5-minute, we're going to be bullish on the 5-minute. I just think we got a head start with the 2-minute break. But I would say now is about the time where we should see some bullishness if we're bullish. If it keeps failing here, that's not a good look. That's the catch. That is the catch. I'm anticipating this to continue, but that 5-minute peak right here was scary, right? You see the push up. This is our SMT move. We had it highlighted. We see price close through it, tap into it, close through bearish candles, hold that bearish EMA, right? So if I just were to move all of this out of the way, this looks bearish. This looks bearish, bro. I need this 5-minute to wake up so I don't feel some type of way about this trade because I'll get out of it. But here, right? Just analyze what was presented. We had price close through right here at 10:45. So at 10:45, Boom, boom, boom. 10:45. 5-minute candle closes at 10:50. And there goes your level right there. I had it highlighted. Notice, look at it, bro. This is still bearish. Am I crazy? I need to see this break. Right? We had this beautiful 5-minute profile. Up close, close through, retest, continuation candle here. This is your 5-minute continuation zone for a short. And notice it's still holding. There's nothing about this that tells me to go bullish yet. But over here, you're getting all of this bullish pressure. And I know these can't take off without YM. We've seen it already today, right? We need YM to go bullish. Otherwise, those other ones are going to come crashing down. And we saw the crash here. You see how fast it stopped people out. It'll happen like that again if YM doesn't pick up the pace here. And that's where I'm kind of getting nervous. I may have to protect I may have to protect myself, bro. Because when it drops, it's gonna speedboat. Come on, bro. It looks good right now, but what is the deal over here, bro? Come on, YM. You were showing that life. We had a nice drive here on these two candles that got slapped. Oh no, I think I just gotta get out, bro. Because that drop could be dangerous. But if I'm looking at it again, I just want to see. We saw a 2-minute close though. No, we didn't. It didn't break out here. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough, kid. Are we just waiting around for another dump, or are we just waiting for YM to stop being stupid? What do you guys think? You guys think YM goes bullish, or is it about to trap a lot of buyers again? Because our trade looks fine, but YM isn't moving at all. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. What's the deal here? This looks like a trap. Probably gonna take this data high. Oh, we're chilling. How are we so hot, bro? Did I measure this out wrong? Or am I tripping? Oh, I'm tripping. That's not the data high, kid. This is internal. Good pump, though. I'll take it. YM, are you catching up? Please say yes. Let's go. This is it. 11:24. There it is. I appreciate that, kid. Most definitely appreciate it. Now finish. Don't stop. You better rip. We survived the pullback. That was the pullback that I was afraid of. I didn't know how deep it was going to pull back. YM, we pull back all the way down into here. Now you just need a 5-minute closure through these red lines in here. Oh, come on, bro. Look at where it's stopping at, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Either this is the most prolonged, agonizing buy, or it's not buying, guys. It's just sweeping these internal highs a little bit and then crash. Look at it. I don't know, man. I think I gotta get out, bro. That right there should not be met with so much selling pressure. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I mean, immediate dump again. So it's like if it happens again, like who am I to sit here and say that it's not trying to get me? It's giving us a chance to get out. Yeah, I gotta
Order
get out.
filled.
I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. Yeah, I'm out of that, guys. I gotta get out. You better get out. Exit early before it dumps on you. Yeah, I think I'd rather short this, kid. Look at this. YM, Either you're truly bearish and you're just letting the market pretend to be bullish, or you're about to make me so upset by how you keep pretending to be bearish. Oh my goodness, bro. So, all right, let's look at it from this point of view. Yeah, we closed. Yeah, bro. We did close through it. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I want to trade this, bro. I think I'm coming to that conclusion. What is this doing for me? Nothing right now. It's getting a little bit too late in the day for price to still be doing the irky jerky. Been doing the irky jerky since CPI came out. It kind of told you today was gonna be garbage, and it hasn't changed at all. As bad as I want to short it, we keep playing both sides. Right? Like if I want to be extremely technical, we had this 1055 candle, which is the same candle I used as structure over here, right? 1055. All right, at 1055, you go down, you find that area of interest. 1055. Right here. All right, yeah. So 1055, and then you go 5 minutes past is when that candle closes. And you want to see price generate a new area of interest. We generated, there's 2 minutes on right here. Completely, yeah. This is your zone right here. Price taps into it, goes pretty good. Nothing wrong with that reaction at all. Nothing wrong with that reaction at all. This is the first time we're retesting this breaker since closing through it. So if that holds up, that's a great sign. But you need to see YM give the same thing at 55. You see at 1055. So let's go down to the 1 minute. It's just too much going on. 55, 59. Yeah, you're looking for price to pull back and break something. 55. Boom. Yep, we break through here. No, it's crazy. I'm tripping. It's down close candles. 54. 55. So yeah, we start breaking through these down close candles here. There goes that drop, right? Good job. Yeah, you got to get out of these trades, bro. It's like it's so bearish, but it won't go. Like I want to short it, but it won't give me. Look at 10 a.m. Look at how 10 a.m. just keeps bouncing. It's giving you the same thing over and over as if it knows it's not going anywhere. And the more we get these random drops, it makes me bullish because that's how price moves when it's bullish, right? You saw here, generate structure, fall through it, buy it back up. Fall through it, buy it back up. Fall through, real quick drops, immediate recovery. That's a bullish trend. So now I'm seeing another quick drop into bullish territory. We respond bullish. I need to see it over here and I'll buy it again. It's not hard. I'm just waiting to catch that breakout. 11, yeah. So 59, 58, yeah, boom. Looking for bearish candles. We closed through here. Retest. Now we're about to close through it again. I would just wait for YM to get back above. If we get a strong close above this yellow zone, I'm gonna disregard this short idea. And we should be free to go from there. There we go. Showing more life, right? Let's see. What about gold? Is gold doing anything? Just trending higher, man. 10 a.m. sweep, break structure, pull back, close through. Starts closing through candles here. Oil should be going lower. No. Okay, yeah. That's the problem there, bro. Oil is bullish. Oil keeps pushing higher. And that's why YM is not able to go anywhere. All right, bro. Let's look for a short. because you're going to get blessed with a random massive short before you get blessed with a bullish breakout. All right, so I'm going to play the short, just like we could have played the short off of this one. With that quick wick would have been our TP. So here, yeah, I'm going to play the short for the rest of the session. Plain and simple. What you got, man? You want to wear that? All right, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I want to play these shorts, bro. The buys are scamming. All right, closing through bullish candles with these. SMT at the highs. Dang, YM. I might just short YM because YM is already in bearish protocol right now. Where is it? We saw closure through. This is your, this is your zone up here. What time did that close through? 45. So from 45, boom, to 50. Let's go to it here, 45, 49. Yeah, right here, boom. And then expand that zone. What? This candle zone is from 47 to 49. 47, 48. So 46 to 48. Yeah, 46, 48. That's your range. We're underneath that range, closing through it. I just wish we could break 10 a.m., bro. I would have been shorted YM. That was my first trade idea right here. As soon as I got in, price wants to pretend to be bullish, and look where we are again, right back in the same area. Like, come on, bro. And that's what makes me think, like, bro, this has to be bullish. But at the same time, we won't break 10 a.m., making me think higher. And then we won't break this yellow zone here telling me lower. This is the best consolidation possible. It's like they know what I'm looking for. That's unbelievable, bro. And look at this. There goes the short. Now this makes you think we're not bearish. We just sold off without even tapping into anything. This is just a sweep. It's about to go right back higher. And then look what happens. Instead of closing underneath 10 a.m., it wicks it and then opens underneath it. How is that even possible? It's supposed to be up here. There's a volume imbalance. It's cheating. It should have closed down here, way down here. Instead, it closed up here. It opens down here. It's crazy. There goes the shorts that we were about to get hit by. Almost got slapped by them. This is crazy, bro. This is how good you have to be at trading in order to survive. Either you're good enough or smart enough to just leave when you see price chopping like this, or you're like me and you're truly trying to follow along with what price is giving. We called out every single move, which is crazy because we haven't been able to catch any of them. Called out the short here. After the buy started to fail, early exit. Another short here, early exit, because it was blatantly obvious price is going to try to short. But when you look for a retest on this one, it doesn't give it to you. So there's no way for me to catch that short. And then look again, we keep wicking off of here telling me, bro, we're not bearish, bro. If we were bearish, we should have sold off by now. All right. But I'm going to clean up my chart here because there's a couple things that I'm watching that pretty much make it a lot easier. We're going to watch this initial area here. Nothing about this bullish area here because it already takes out the high. Once that high is taken, the buys have completed their objective. So you don't want to be bullish after that happens. We have a short here. We didn't take out a low. We have another short here. We didn't take out a low yet either. So it's going to be either shorts off of here or buys off of here because this area was the area that broke out. right? This is the low before the new high. If this holds up, you must anticipate a bounce. Very simple break and retest, right? Power of 3. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna eliminate some of these. Well, it's tough, but yeah, I'm gonna eliminate some of these drawings here. There it is. Nice. All right, so unfortunately, I can't short YM yet. And I'm looking for, like, if this was a buy signal, it would have been here, bro. Like, we see price close through. That was at 10:55, which is the same timing as the other one, bro. As everything else, I should say. 10:55. And this was your 10:55. Really, it's not that one. It's this one, 10:55, 59. Boom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's really, like I mentioned earlier, it's just this gray zone here. Let's go 5 minute. This attempt to go lower here is the only thing that would make you think price is bullish still. So even though we got this massive sell signal, I'm wondering, why is it so hard for price to just continue lower? And it's not that hard right now, I guess. It's easy. Now it wants to sell. Yeah, YM still isn't going anywhere, guys. I don't know, bro. I think it's just still bullish. Eli, let me see. Let me see. Oh, wait. This is interesting, man. We'll see, because the last bit of buying pressure is here. So, like, if you just eliminate all the stuff I'm talking about and you just look at the trend, you see that we put in this low, put in a high, put in a higher low, put in a high, price is sweeping this low, tapping right back into that original down close candle. So the buys have one more higher time frame level. That makes sense to me now, right? It's starting, the way price is delivering lower is making me believe it's going to use something down here to go higher, right? Anytime you see price just free fall into a bullish area, look what happens. We just drop straight into this zone here, and look what we get. It's a beautiful signature that you can just, same thing here. We got this area unmitigated. Look how price just raced and dropped directly into it. I'm expecting a strong reaction from it, especially stuff like this. And when you look at YM and you say, well, YM still hasn't even shown any interest in this low. So I think it's just, oh wait, there it is. We might get that interest now. We'll see, but I'm starting to think that this is gonna hold down here, and there's nothing I can do about the short because the short's already gone, right? There was nothing in there for me to break and retest. All right, nice. So with that, price is driving into this 10 a.m. manipulation lower. All right, I'm looking for price to, well, I guess we already tapped it here. This is our first tap on NASDAQ. So I'm going to clean up my charts right now. There's only going to be a couple levels here. And these are the only two that matter. Got this 10 a.m. drive here. Really 1005, then yeah, 1005 is the one that gives that SMT. 1005 range, you make that green. I mean, you have that 1120 sell off. That's it. That's the range right there. That is your range. One of those will hold and you'll be able to get a play off of it. Either you buy it or it just slams through. It gets through here. I'll probably just stop because it's almost 12 o'clock and it's Friday. You know what I mean? So I would anticipate this to hold up, to be honest. Save that. Over here. Delete. Green. Actually, no, save that. Boom. Good job. So now, what do you notice over here? 9:50, 10 a.m. You have an order block here, which sucks, bro, because I was in my short, bro. We would have been at TP for YM. Let me see. No, I think I would have targeted those lows. I'll take that back. Yeah, I was short here. Literally, as soon as it broke 10 a.m., I was short here with the 60. It was like a 60 point, bro. My stop would have been safe. But who know? I'm not about to hold through that. That was scary. I kind of figured it was gonna pull back, but you don't know how far it was gonna pull back, right? That's why you gotta just get out, bro. But either way, I like this as the immediate setup here. Still got this level holding, but bring that back over here actually. 10. So yeah, this would be what I'm looking at for YM. You get that yellows on there, beautiful, close through, nice. And then over here, none of that matters. We're gonna use, look at the EMA, bro. This was such a short that I'm mad that it paid it out. Like, while these were going higher, bro, just throwing off the whole trade, bro. That was my first trade attempt. The short right here. Stop above this candle. It gives you literally all of this drawdown because NASDAQ and NQ or ES wanted to go higher. All right, now we push back into this original order block. Let's see if price wants to hold it. Lots of strong selling pressure at the top here. And then you have this 1120 high, right? Yeah, 1120 high. So if price is bearish, it's going to slam right back into this EMA, right back into this order block and go lower. All right, it's over. Not a bad session. It's just price isn't really going anywhere. This was the best setup and it was ugly. Very ugly. It's all right, bro. These markets, bro. It's like Trump exhausts the markets. So on a CPI day, now we can't even move anywhere. I have no more orders to fill. All right, here we go. Starting to see some speed, right? But what do you notice? It's at the very beginning of a 5-minute candle. So it's no point of even getting your hopes up here. Just sit back, see how this candle closes. 4 minutes from now, I'm not even gonna worry about this candle until it closes a 5-minute print. And it's looking bearish if you ask me. I love how YM was extremely bearish to begin with. We pull back. The first order block with SMT held beautifully. And then you're tapping into here, but looking at the clock, it could be bullish. When you think about what time it is, 12 o'clock is right around the corner. You can get that lunchtime reversal and this literally be your catapult higher. Or you can get that lunchtime continuation where price just won't break this level again and just keeps going lower. So it's starting to make a little bit more sense that the early morning session was literally just accumulation. And then that PM session should bring the volume, bro. You see these massive drops like this, you know the volume is still there. It's just being bottled up right now. And I may just keep looking for shorts until after 12, bro, because the shorts are winning here. You get much quicker, much deeper drives, these sell moves. And this high just doesn't seem to be interesting enough for ES. So yeah, give this candle 5-10 minutes. I want to see how price responds in this area. All right, cool. So just looking around, I'll hang out until about 12:30, 12:45. See what price does. Just because this bearish SMT is pretty much complete. If you think about this low here, we did have a nice continuation, break lower, pullback, continue to this low. This could be the bottom for YM, being that there's such a massive SMT on the assets, right? We're nowhere near these lows on ES and NQ. So this could end up being a flip. You have price right next to this original demand zone on NASDAQ, but I would rather use a new demand zone, which would be this down close candle right here. There's SMT off of it. We're closing through it right now. If we get a closure, pullback retest, bullish. Just because we understand that the market has been ranging. So every time we take out a high or a low, we should be looking for a flip at this point. Those are the best trades. This one didn't bother to retest. We are tapping into this level too. We got to keep an eye on this too, man. This could be an easy continuation. Price tried to go up once, slams lower. We get a quick drive back into this area. Yeah, this could be continuation also. And we broke a lot of structure on the way down. So yeah, I have a bearish area of interest to keep an eye on. And then I'm looking at how price could possibly respond if we were to drive back into this green area. Wow. Because yeah, the EMA is bearish. Everything's bearish right now. So I would much rather take a short. But at the end of the day, you can tell that price isn't really interested in trending. So we get this massive drop, it'll probably push right back up. Just because it wants to range, you know what I mean? Got my phone.
Order filled.
All right. I like these shorts, man. This will be the last idea for me, man. I'm just looking for price to actually just start taking out lows. Way too bearish across the board. We're still climbing higher on oil. All right. Midnight price was pretty much the lowest price was going to go here. So, and with YM giving you such an aggressive move lower, I'm anticipating a nice clean short here. It's 12:30. Remember, 12 o'clock typically gives you some sort of continuation or reversal. And right now it looks like 12 o'clock pushed right into this red zone here, gave you a clean break of structure. And now I'm looking for a continuation lower. Oh, wait, put that back. Top up here. TP down. All right. See if we can get some speed through these levels, man.
Order filled.
All right, so I feel like I gotta take this, or you know what? Just I feel like it's gonna bounce, bro. And I hate that I let my emotions try to dictate it, but I feel like today is garbage. I caught this, maybe move stops to this high, but if you're willing to get stopped out at 160, you might as well take 260. Right? So I'm gonna just take that. Bro. I already know it's gonna bounce. We've been taking out highs and going strong the other way, so yeah, I'm gonna take that. Small win, still a little red on the day, but no big deal. No big deal. About $80 negative on ES for today. I'll take it, bro. Like I mentioned, this is the type of stuff that it's harder than it should be. But at least I know that I played the shorts at the right time. We got a clean break and retest of this level here. And it gave you a clean entry. It's just scary to hold it now that we're taking out these lows here. NASDAQ hasn't, so we could see lower just because NASDAQ could want to take those levels also. But YM is so overextended that it's scary. I'm like, pullback could happen. So just take your profit, bro. And that's where you got to just let the market win in those scenarios. You got it, bro. If you want to keep going, so be it. But I know there's times where you like to completely flip directions right here, right now. And if you don't get out, you get stopped out. So it's like, pick your poison, right? But yeah, so I'm gonna drop this. All the other trades were pretty much paper cuts. So really just a break-even day. Probably a little bit less, a little more. But either way, today wasn't really a profitable session for me. Today was way too choppy. Way too choppy. Look at it go, bro. It's so stupid. Yeah, I mean, even this, I don't even think this is worth going in my journal. But I'll screenshot it. This action is just ridiculous. But this was the this was the type of reaction you want to see when a new candle opens and drives into it. Beautiful, strong rejection off of this yellow zone. Unlike the early trade ideas where price would hang out in that area for a super long time, here price got right up under it aggressively. Nice sell signal there. As you can see, the shorts really haven't. There really wasn't much to deliver into. You know what I mean? We already took out the overnight lows here, so if price wants to reverse, it could. So yeah, that's gonna end my week. A green week for sure. So can't even complain. I almost thought we would have trading tomorrow, but no, it's the weekend, thank God. And it's almost 1 o'clock. So yeah, let me get out of here. And like I said, I don't even think this is worth journaling. I'll just screenshot it in case I feel like journaling it later. But today was pretty trash, if you ask me. This last little scout was A+, but only if you were smart enough to close out at those lows like we did. Got in there, stop above here. I had a 6-point stop, so I knew what I wanted. Basically a 1-to-1 here is what I secured, yeah. So that's not terrible in today's market. It's not terrible at all. All right, yeah, so that's that. Hopefully everyone had a solid week today. And yesterday really just put the cherry on top for garbage price action. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was pretty solid. So you can't really complain, right? Download the 5-minute YM. 5-minute. And never retested this area here. Download it. YM gave, bro, that's the sad part. Look at how YM rejected. Look at how YM gave us the most perfect sell signal. But if you're watching ES like I do, there's no way you would have shorted this. But it's just interesting to see that YM is on its own accord, bro. YM gave you nothing bullish, right? If you were trading YM, you had no reason to be buying today after 10, right? You see price pushing higher. You just wait for a shift. You get a shift. Look at how clean this 5-minute shift played out. Golden level, golden 1-minute level. Boom. Rejection, which I kept saying it over and over. I'm like, bro, YM is going to dump, but I don't know which one's lying. Is it ES and NQ or is it YM? And we found out it was ES and NQ. They were lying. Bold-faced lies up here. Taking out these internal highs just for fun, just to get people to buy, and then dumps on them. And then not only that, it didn't give us a chance to enter here. And I kind of feel bad for buying it earlier because if you look at the 2-minute, bro, YM never gave you a buy signal. YM never got above here, which is why I was smart enough to get out early. But I shouldn't even have been in that trade. Knowing what I know, right? Even though ES and NQ were so bullish and they look so clean, I know that if YM doesn't agree, it's not going to happen. And sure enough, it took a while, right? Then we finally get a clean short opportunity, catch a 1-to-1. So not bad. That's actually not bad when I put it that way. I'm just upset. Like I said, some of those trades I shouldn't get in until I know for sure. But I remember watching YM around this area here. And this 5-minute wick, it got me. I thought this candle right here was going to be it. And it completely pump faked and went lower. Here's another one. I tried to go. I got excited. But great trade management, if you ask me. We dodged a couple bad losses in here trying to catch this move. Just watching YM appropriately. So yeah, today was actually pretty clean. I'm actually impressed with today. Because it did end up giving us a decent short here. It was late, you know, but you saw that price wasn't going to retest up here. Instead, it retested here. It gave you immediate selling pressure. And then it trades right into the draws of London low and Asia low. So that's not bad. Not bad, man. It's not bad. Let me highlight the trades I took. 1 second. Took a buy at 1030 on ES. Somewhere here, yeah. Right here. Took a buy, got stopped essentially, break even or whatever. I know I got out early. I can't remember what happened, but that right there was a buy towards data highs. You know how many people got killed on that concept today? I'm sure all of them. But we managed the risk very well, bro. You got the buy here. Then you had another buy up in here at 1126 on what? ES or 1126. Oh, I'm sorry, 1112. It was 1112, so I bought it here. Yeah, bought it again here. Something like that. Got out early once again after price started scamming on YM. It just would not break out on YM, even though we broke out twice on ES and NQ. All right, and then from there, bro, this might be a buy, bro. Like, I feel like all of these attempts to go higher only failed because YM wasn't ready. If YM gives you a good buy setup, it's probably gonna skyrocket, bro. Look at it. It's already going. The moment YM decides to stop going lower. Anyway, and then we had this one down here, so I'll just screenshot it for the chat and then drop it in there. 2 early exits. 2 early exit trades. And then 1R. All right, there we go. Copy this. Survived another midday. Let's go. I'm telling you guys, that's the skill, bro. And I'm starting to respect that myself. It's not really even about the easy trading days because we smack those. If the market comes out and gives us a clean setup, I'm all over it every time for the past year and a half, right? So that's not really the hard part. The hard part is trading days like this and surviving with either a break-even day, a small loss, or profit. You know, if you can eliminate those big loss trading days, you're on course for a payout all the time. You know what I mean? All it takes is a few clean setups and you're paid. You know, survive the chop, few clean setups, and you're paid again. So this is the game, bro. This is the game, bro. This is the part of trading nobody likes to talk about, but matters the most. Survive the chop. Survive the garbage. You know, whether you're just walking away or whether you're sticking to your rules or whatever the case may be, just survive it. And that's going to be it. Yeah, I'm going to type in the chat now and I'm out of here, guys. All right, cool. So I'm going to wrap it up because I don't even care to bother these markets anymore today. This is trash. I would love to see maybe later on you get a random spike, but I'm not going to count on it. I could care less. I couldn't care less, I should say. All right, so you guys enjoy your weekend. Hopefully, like I said, man, you guys are just growing your account, man. That's it, bro. One day at a time. Not too fast, not too slow. You guys take care. God bless. And back at it on Monday. Later.